Welcome to this video about Google Cloud Workstations, a powerful cloud-based development environment offering from Google Cloud. Let's explore what this service is and how it works. At its core, Google Cloud Workstations is a serverless offering that provides development environments running on top of Google Compute Engine. The key benefit is that Google manages the entire Compute Engine layer for you, eliminating the need for infrastructure management. The service comes with standard integrated development environments, or IDEs. You can use a Visual Studio style workstation, and there's flexibility to bring your own licenses for other IDEs, such as those from JetBrains. This service is comparable to Amazon Workspaces and AWS, though we'll focus on the Google Cloud Platform, or GCP, implementation. To get started with Cloud Workstations, you'll need to visit the Cloud Workstations page and enable the Cloud Workstations API. Once enabled, you'll see the Cloud Workstations configuration page. The service operates on 3 distinct levels, which you can view in the left-hand menu. First is the cluster, the base layer where workstations run. Second are the workstation configurations, and third are the actual workstations themselves. It's important to set these up in this specific order. An important consideration is the cost structure. Even when you're not running any workstations, you still pay for the workstation clusters. This is because when you create a cluster, Google sets up a control plane and networking assets. Looking at the specific costs, there are 2 main components, a workstation management fee and a control plane fee. The control plane fee, which applies to the workstation cluster, is 20 cents per cluster per hour. To put this in perspective, with approximately 730 hours in a month, the cluster alone costs $146 per month, regardless of whether you're running any workstations. This base cost is something to carefully consider when planning your implementation. After setting up your cluster, you'll move on to creating workstation configurations. These configurations serve as templates for your workstations and include important settings like resource allocation and boot time optimization. One notable feature is the ability to keep resources ready for quicker workstation starts, though this convenience comes with additional costs for idle resources. If you're budget conscious, you might want to disable the Quick Start Workstations feature. The next important configuration choice involves selecting your machine size. While GPU-enabled options are available, most users will find that an E2 standard 4 machine type meets their needs effectively. Auto-sleep configurations are another crucial aspect to consider. These settings help manage costs by automatically shutting down inactive workstations. The system includes 2 key timeout settings, an inactivity period and an auto shutdown timer. The inactivity period, which is like a screensaver timeout, defaults to 2 hours of complete inactivity. You might want to set this relatively low, especially if you're conscious about resource usage. The auto shutdown setting can be set to a longer period, such as 24 hours, to ensure workstations don't run unnecessarily over extended periods. Let's examine the cost implications. An E2 standard 4 machine costs 33 cents per hour, which translates to approximately $241 per month for compute resources alone, at least if we keep the workstation running 24/7. This is separate from the cluster costs we discussed earlier, and keep in mind that if you need GPU-enabled machines, your costs will be significantly higher. When it comes to the development environment itself, Cloud Workstations offers several options. The base editor is an excellent starting point, providing a Visual Studio-like experience that many developers will find familiar. While other options are available, including custom containers and alternative IDEs like JetBrains products, these might require separate paid licenses. For storage, the default setting provides 200 gigabytes of space, which functions like a spacious virtual disk drawer for your development files. The service includes robust sharing capabilities. You can grant additional users access to your workstation, provided they have the appropriate project level permissions. This makes collaboration straightforward and secure. Creating a workstation configuration is typically a quick process since it doesn't involve provisioning actual resources. It's simply setting up the template for future workstations. Once you're ready to create an actual workstation using your configuration, the process is streamlined. You'll have the opportunity to add any final touches, such as environment variables or labels, give it a display name, and then launch it. The system quickly provisions your workstation, presenting you with a web-based IDE that closely resembles Visual Studio. You can immediately begin customizing your environment by changing themes, browsing files, and opening terminals for command line access. The workstation environment comes well equipped for cloud development. It includes pre-installed tools that developers frequently need, such as the G Cloud CLI for interacting with Google Cloud resources. Additionally, you'll find kubectl and Helm pre-installed, making it convenient to work with both your application code and the infrastructure it runs on. Let's summarize who would benefit most from the cloud workstations. This service is particularly well suited for large organizations that have specific security constraints and custom IDE requirements. It's also an excellent solution for groups of developers using lightweight laptops who might not have access to powerful local CPU or RAM resources for development work. Organizations looking to centralize the management of developer IDEs will find this service particularly valuable. However, cloud workstations might not be the best choice for everyone. Individual developers should carefully consider the costs involved, as the combination of cluster fees and compute charges can add up significantly. Additionally, if your development work doesn't involve Google Cloud resources, you might want to explore other options that better align with your development stack. The service combines the convenience of cloud-based development with the power of Google Cloud's infrastructure. You get a fully managed development environment that's secure, customizable, and ready for serious development work. The pre-installed tools and integrated development environment make it easy to start coding right away, while the flexible configuration options allow you to adapt the environment to your specific needs. If you'd like to support the channel, consider starting a free trial of our new design tool, which is linked in the description, and let us know what you think. Thank you very much for watching to the end, and please enjoy responsibly.